I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
Hello, buckaroos. How y'all doing? Baby, it's Thursday. Oh, shit, I always forget. There's always something John forgets to do right before I open my mouth. Anyway, it is Thursday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting, and I'm glad y'all are here for it. Dan Hack was first one to jump in, followed by JT Libs, Dorothy Tyndall, and Irene Lambert. Love you both, baby. Anyway, Sam is here. Nancy Halverson, Cobra Jet Cat. Outstanding. Man from the West 420. Like that name. Cam Research is here, and I've been checking out the text as it was going by. He is on top of his shit and as to what it takes for us to build anything in this country, because our parts come from where. Anyway, Cam Research, thank you. Franca Sailor, Debbie Capran, Katz, Amanda, and friends. I love it. Sammy Marcy, Annette Serrano, Linda Moses, Jeanette Miller, Jamie B., Donald Hamilton, and Jacob. Shit, everybody's here. Roger Himmelwright, Linda Carson, and Randy Peterson. Woo, pig! Glad to see you in there, brother. Anyway, let me grab this and get down here. We won't get a show started. Anyway, Jamie B., Bunny Griffin, Melvin Roberts, thank you all for being in here. And boy, howdy, what a day, huh? What a day. Transition problems. That's what he called it, transition problems. More like he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He's pulling shit out of his ass, and we all know it. He's flip-flopping around like a damn fish out of water, and that's all there is to it. He doesn't know what he's doing. He just... But, as we discussed yesterday, there was a lot of people overnight made a whole boatload of money yesterday. And with his little text that he came out, it's a good time to buy, an hour before he put out the news about putting a pause on tariffs, except for China. And which is now, what, at 145% or some shit like that? Yeah. People that have money. That's what we was talking about yesterday. People that have money. Money. And we're talking money. Yesterday was a good day to buy. Right before the market just skyrocketed up. And then what happened overnight? Futures went down, baby. They cashed in. So, you know, Travis pointed out a story where people were saying they made several $100,000 to several $1 million in a day, baby, just in a whim. Boy, doesn't that just make you feel all sorts of good while you look at your 401k? Yeah, the game can be played, baby, but not by us. We're the ones that's going to pay the price for this shit. The market dumped again today, and I suspect it's going to continue to fall for a while. The word recession is being tossed around by everybody, and Donnie's still trying to whistle down the rope. So, you know, hold on to your britches. It ain't going to be done, and it's going to be painful, as he suggests, a transition problem. Yeah, the problem is you're not going to have enough money to afford to pay for damn groceries. Is the damn problem. But that's not his worry. His worry is on a much larger scale. Anyway. Hi, Miss Chick.
What kind of scale would that be, John? What is he measuring with?
I don't have that scale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, frankly, you need money to make money. That's the key there. And his buddies too. You know, there's people that made a boatload of money.
Well, and I get tired of hearing some people say, you know, brr, 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 well, you just didn't do it right, or da. And it's like, no, there are some people that are putting it away a little bit at a time. They put it into this 401k in good faith because they've sat through those stupid seminars at work where they've talked you into this thing.
I wish
and
I
you
had a
go,
401k. I had one at one time.
No, John. I've
Life
had chances,
situation.
and I've said no every time.
Oh, it was, it was a good thing. It was mine was federal employees, and it was a good thing. But I was in a position where I had to cash out early, or I wouldn't be sitting in this house. And so,
yeah, but the people that are saying, well, just ride it out. These people don't have that much in there, but it's what they were hoping would be their savings.
who was the guy that said, "Oh, don't worry, his mom is not worried about
they
it"?
Put in there might not be gone, but everything that looked like they were going to have in the future is wiping out really fast.
Yeah, it dropped like a rock. It wiped a lot of people's, a big part of their investment out. And they didn't have the money to go all of a sudden go buy a bunch of stock all of a sudden and make a boatload of money in a day. No, those people don't have that kind.
Doing a thing where you control it yourself. It's up to the people that are controlling your 401k for you. You got a manager guy that's taking care of all that shit.
Yeah, after I got out, I know the TSP changed that you could actually do that in I don't know if it was real time or within an hour, move out of one account to another account. And
yeah, a lot of people aren't real good at that, so it's usually not advised.
Well, especially
But those managers, the account managers, they get paid regardless.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They get an amount because they're managing.
You lose money if you don't pay them, right?
Well,
you lose money if you pay them.
Right. The managers though just get paid per whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I'm not one. I've never been able to play the market. I've never been in that kind of position, and I doubt very many people are. Most of us are in the position of hoping you could pay your damn bills every month and still have groceries, gas, shit like that.
Right. But anyways, and I heard something about the T-bills kind of did something weird too. Where a lot of times what happens is they'll switch over to T-bills, they'll move everything, and they weren't doing that the other day, apparently.
They're worried about the bond market.
They're not real confident in the government to use T-bills.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
There's not a lot of confidence at all in the market or in this president. That's why the market's behaving the way it is. They have no stability. You don't know what he's going to pull out of his butt one day to the next.
Yeah.
I know it's at least 125%. I can't remember if it's 140, 145% tariffs. And he's waiting on Z to call. I don't think he's going to make that call. You're going to be sitting by the phone for a while, buddy.
Well, there was already a letter sent from whatever their version of their economic people is over in China. I don't remember the title. But they were kind of like, yeah, no, you're being a bully, and we're not standing for it. They pretty much said that in the letter.
They can absorb the pain a lot easier than the United States can.
Yeah.
Hey, Bear, I see you in there.
They can probably do a lot of business all the way around the world.
There you go. Cam Research says 145% tariffs are going to clog the U.S. ports of entry. U.S. importers are expected to abandon goods at ports, which can then either go back to the manufacturer or it can be auctioned or destroyed. And a lot of that stuff is perishable items. Yeah, that's all going to have to be destroyed.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what they said about that today. Just on the news before I came on, they said someone asked that question about, well, does it count if you've already ordered it and it's not here yet? It's on its way. And they said, no, it'll be okay. If you ordered it and it's not here yet, it'll be okay. But yeah.
That's what they say.
They say a lot of things.
I don't trust them. I don't trust them.
Did you get Did you get Peter's donation?
No.
Well, Peter didn't
Peter's donation.
But he donated $50.
Let me go back. No,
It's way back.
way back.
Yeah, like before you actually got started much.
Boy, howdy.
Maybe
Well,
not showing up.
I'm going to take your word for it. I can't find it. Peter, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And Midas Dragon's Aurora came in with $2 at 145, and the House just passed voter restriction.
Yeah.
Is that
I'm
the
more
one
worried about
where your name, if your name's different on your birth certificate,
Well,
like
it's
if you got married?
it's a bunch of things, John. So if you can afford to go through the process and actually get a passport, that's, I don't know, somewhere around $140 maybe.
Yeah, yeah,
That'll work. You can have one of those,
sure.
or you have to have birth certificate. And I don't know if it's gonna hold. It's supposed to be your ID has to match your birth certificate. And it
Right.
gets a little
Therein
tricky for
lies the
married
problem.
women. Yeah, yeah. And I can't remember what the third one was, but it's pretty much Jim Crow. Only they're going after, of course, anybody who has difficulties with proving where they were
Well,
born, obviously,
as
and
I
women.
understand it, women as a general tend to lean more Democrat than they do Republican, as I understand it. So
It could be.
don't want them people voting. We'll
Has
find a
something to
way.
do with
Don't
giving
worry.
birth. I don't know.
Yeah. Boy, howdy shit. Anyway, let's start this off with seeing what Juanita has to say. We'll start off with the ladies this evening instead of all them rowdy guys.
Oh, we have a new one down there too.
Oh, I see that. Hello, Juanita. How are you doing, darling?
Muted.
We can't hear you. You're
You're
muted up.
muted.
Might be corralling the cats. Might be doing something right before we. Come on.
Probably yelling at animals if she's like I am.
Yep. Oh, well, we'll give her a minute and we'll
See
go
if
ahead and
Fox-
bring. Hi. Let's see, Foxwolf, if he can make it up here. Well, boy, howdy.
Well, nobody wants to talk to us
Nobody
today. I
wants to
guess we'll
talk to
just
us
go
today.
home.
Oh shit!
We'll go eat some worms.
Why is my dog barking?
I'm here.
Oh, hello, Foxwolf. How you doing?
I'm all right, but I know he's getting sued.
What? I'm sorry, I had a little difficulty hearing you.
Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, I can hear you a lot better now.
All right. So he's getting sued left and right because he's violating all these rules.
I don't think he cares.
Yeah.
I don't
Again,
think he
with the
cares.
law.
Yeah, but the way I see it, this Kamala Harris is getting ready to be president because there's legal ways that he violated. Because, like you said, where did all them ballots go? He cheated, and he even said he cheated. He rigged the election.
Well, the comment that he
And-
made out there the night that he was being congratulated there, and he made the comment about Elon Musk. He really knows those voting machines. That
Yep.
little comment has stuck in my head ever since I heard it, because I heard it come out of his freaking mouth. And what does that mean, and what does that
And-
imply? Because
and see-
his little thing didn't work up in what was it, Michigan the other day? Wisconsin, the Supreme Court.
Oh yeah.
I think it was Michigan.
I don't know.
right?
He's actually got about 5 different things going on at the Supreme Court. So
Yeah. And see,
Oh,
when
he's
you-
looking.
the
He's
thing-
looking. He's
thing
hoping.
is-
He's counting on. He's counting on having a friendly court. That's
Oh yeah,
what he's
but
counting on.
here's the thing, because you have Kamala Harris should be the president anyway, because she was a lawyer, so she knows law. Then she knows she was attorney. She was an attorney.
Yeah.
And she went through all the courts. So, yeah.
Well, therein lies that the Democrats have a habit of following the law, following the rules. And when he was called, when the news broke the story that he had won the election, and we had to wait until they did the count in Congress, which went smoothly, by the way, on January 6th.
Yeah.
And it's a done deal. He's the president. As much as we hate that, as much as we think he cheated, we can't get beyond the fact that he is.
Oh,
The only way around that is impeachment. And what road does that lead down?
and that's what's
But
happening.
I'm willing to
'cause,
go down that road just to look, because I see
There's a-
what's down the road with Donnie, and I don't like what I see.
Hang on, because I did see a video not too long ago where Al Green, where was it? Give me
Where
one
Al-
second. I gotta show it. Al Green, or I might just try to share it to the website if I can.
Oh, look, the headline over here just changed. Trump thinks the onus is on China. Beijing feels otherwise. He's waiting on a phone call that's not going to come.
Yeah.
You know, but according to Trump and his mouths out there, every nation in the world is calling and begging to make a deal. And the way they describe it, it just, it's all bullshit. When Donnie sits out there and says they're calling every day, they're begging us, they're wanting to make deals. No, they're not. They're not begging. Ain't nobody calling over there saying, "Oh, please, mister, don't mind us, don't kill it." That ain't happening. But that's what he likes to portray. That's his shtick in life, is to just embellish everything to the max. Greatest ever in the world, never been done before. I'm the only president that could do this. I'm the only president that's done that.
Yeah.
It gets sickening after a while.
Narcissistic megalomaniac.
Yes, that's it. Hi, Juanita.
I'm sorry.
But the disgusting part of it is, I understand him doing it. He does it all the time. Every time he speaks, he toots his own horn one way or the other. It's all his cabinet and all the Republicans that go out of their way to just glorify him, to just, he's the greatest. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, he don't know shit.
You know what it is? It's all about power.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yep.
And the Republicans have it right now, and that's a problem.
Because I was at work. No, I was at Wendy's the other day, and I was ordering my food. I was hungry. I smoked my green. I ain't gonna lie. I was hungry.
There you say.
But I was in there. I was
think it's a
ordering my
habit a
food.
lot of us have.
Hey, the only way throughout life is getting through these
I have very
Republicans.
few vices in life. I'm
Hey.
old. What the fuck? What am I worried about? Anyway.
But yeah, I was smoking my green. I got hungry, and I'm like, man, I want this. So I went to Wendy's, and I ordered three biggie baggy meals because I was hungry, man. I eat all day, and I'm ordering my food. Now, the guy behind the counter, he was a special needs. I'm like, man, I really don't have to be patient to sit in line and with this. But don't get me wrong, I'm special needs too, but at least I can grow out of that. If you don't want to be at work, then don't come to work, because you'll give me an attitude, and I'm going to end up beating all the living hell out of you at that point. But it's
come to
true.
work, do your job. That's all. That's all you got to do.
Do your thing.
And do
That's
your job. And,
everybody just need to do their job.
I don't know, Mobile Mama. I don't know. Everybody I know does. Anyway,
I don't.
what was that, Miss Chick?
I don't.
You don't?
Nope.
Oh, Lordy. What is tomorrow going to bring?
Oh, what is tomorrow? Friday.
Tomorrow
Friday.
is Friday. Which
Yep.
I will partake, Beer and Bud Friday. So, you know.
I
I
did
have,
see I did see something today about they're calling for a Senate hearing about insider trading because of this stock market crap.
inside. Oh, how rich. How rich.
I know
Because the first place they should start would be in Congress.
that's the
In
point, I
Congress.
think. Yeah, I
Yes.
think that's the point. It was Raskin, I believe, that brought it up. But Mary, what's her name? Marjorie Taylor.
Yeah.
I
Ag
want to
Green.
Green.
say,
Yeah,
I want to
Margaret
say a
Taylor
bad
Greene.
word, but anyhow,
Yeah.
Major
Yeah.
trailer garbage?
She,
Yeah.
she, she got, she got I think, called out in the news for it.
yes,
Yes,
yeah.
that she was doing a little trading there.
Explain something to
I
me
didn't get to
though.
read the story. I just seen the headline.
I know that there's a law against Congressional uh, doing that. So why aren't they prosecuting for it?
Because they're not going to prosecute themselves.
Well, that's bullshit because if people
It,
out
you know,
here are supposed to, we have a
anybody who thinks that we don't have that we have congressmen and senators that don't benefit off the market with prior knowledge, then you're in la la land. You're dreaming.
oh sure,
Hell, yes,
I
they
know
do.
realistically,
That's how
I
come
know
if they want some kind of a confidence from the people, how about they put all their money in a blind trust, where they don't know what it is, and they don't have control over it. That's would be the appropriate thing to do. Either that or
it
just put
seems
like NASCAR stickers on their freaking clothes so we at least know who the players
know
are.
who's paying for them.
Yeah,
It
who's
seems
kicking up
to
the funds for this shit? You know,
Yeah. I
it's
seem to
it's a,
remember that for the presidents that used to be a rule. Remember there was a lot of hoopla with Trump the first time that he was going to turn his all his businesses over to his sons or some bullshit. Remember that?
yes,
Yeah.
I thought,
yes, I do. Yes, I
that
do.
was a big deal. But I
That
thought
was
that was a set rule, for presidents. And it makes sense because they have so much power while they're in office and,
indeed, indeed.
how easy they're just, oh, I don't get it. You let somebody out here, some dumbass that ended up,
Oh,
managing to save a couple $1,000s that gets a hint on something and does it and there's going to be somebody somewhere that's going to realize what he
you're right,
did,
Bear.
turn him in, and he's going to prison.
Yeah. In Trump's world, there is no law to be
Well,
obeyed.
Martha
He is the
Stewart went
law.
to prison for it.
That's what he thinks. And
Yeah, well,
we're watching to see if the Supreme Court gives him that authority. I'm on the notion that at some point, if the Supreme Court keeps placating him and giving him little or chipping away at the Constitution little by little, what do you need a court for? At some point,
yeah,
you just
I wouldn't be
have you have a
surprised.
ruler. The king will decide, and that's it.
Well,
So
he
why do you need
doesn't
a
seem
court?
to. Yeah, he doesn't seem to understand the idea. Well, maybe he does understand of checks and balances and why it was set up like that. He wants
Hmm.
total power over everything. You don't need no
Yes,
freaking court.
he wants and think about it right now. Basically, he does. We
Oh yeah,
in the House, not there. No Republicans stand up against him. Neither in the Senate. They're all trying to kiss his ass. He's ignored so many rulings from the bench. It's pitiful. Everything's going to end up
right.
at the Supreme Court. You know,
Yeah, everything.
and who was it? They just
Which is
dropped
the
the
plan.
charges. They just dropped the charges off on. I don't know, but it's breaking news. Supreme Court says Trump officials must facilitate return of wrongly deported man.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
let's see if that happens.
That'll never happen.
Is this breaking news?
Yeah, that's what it says. Breaking news. Supreme Court says Trump officials must facilitate the return of wrongly deported men.
Oh, okay, they must facilitate. I was going to say the
Alberto
other breaking
Garcia.
news is
Yeah.
217 House Republicans voted to cut Medicaid.
Cut. Oh
Really?
yeah. Well, how much
No,
will
I
be?
just see a little commercial a while ago with Trump up there saying he wouldn't cut Medicaid or Social Security or Medicare. It was just
Oh
on a
my
commercial
God,
on
he
TV a little
lied.
while ago. Donald
Stop.
Trump won't do it. Yeah. Boy, howdy shit. Maybe he ought to talk to him.
And it's a bunch of bull crap. Even a mental person can under mental and
Well,
even
you
a
know,
mental person can see
no,
what's
no,
going
that's
on.
well. Now you're talking about maggots, and they don't really give a shit. Maggots are just there for the fluff, the visual. They're so far up Donnie's butt, it doesn't matter what he ate. It all tastes like sugar to them. You know, they
I
eat
have
it up.
friends. I have friends back home that are still following him, and I put my post up in every political one I put up. I in the comments I always put resist. That's my tagline on everything.
Right?
And they get mad at me and shout back stupid shit and stuff that happened 100 years ago, old shit that they have debunked 100 times. I had somebody yesterday try to rub my face in Benghazi in the SEAL team. I mean,
Oh,
it's
good
like
grief.
it's
That's
like wake
crazy.
up, people.
A giant leap for mankind. Indeed.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Ardessa. How
Hello.
are you?
I'm hanging in there.
Are you, baby?
My dad actually called me today.
Did they?
He did, yes, he did.
Well,
He's having a
outstanding.
good
How's he
day.
doing?
He's having a good day, so
Well, good. Have
we
you
like
have you
him.
been able to see him at all?
Nope.
Nope. That's heartbreaking, baby.
But at least
Y'all
I
are in
got
two different
communication back
facilities.
where I can actually talk to him, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's a little bit. Take what little bit
Yeah, it
you
was
can.
starting to do. It was starting.
Yeah. Boy, howdy. What do you think, Ardessa?
What thing?
All of it.
With all of it, in general, baby, in general.
Pick a topic. It's okay.
Hold on.
Hey,
And they just
well,
keep doing more, and there's no accountability for their
well,
actions,
That's the scary
accountability
part.
is a big thing.
Who's going to hold them accountable?
Well,
They sure would
normally the
hold us
answer,
accountable, wouldn't they, in a heartbeat?
That's
Yeah.
because we're law abiding.
Yeah.
if everything worked the way it's supposed to, it would be Congress would hold him to account. The
Yeah.
Supreme Court would rule on matters of legality, but it would be
Yeah.
right now with with his tariffs and everything, it is Congress's responsibility to determine tariffs, not the president.
Yeah.
There have been amendments or exceptions that have allowed a president during a time of war, and that's what Donnie's playing on. That's what he's
That's
playing.
next.
We're at war with somebody, something. We're at war with them.
If
So
he's not
gives him the
careful, it'll
right.
be everybody pretty soon.
Congress needs to regain its own power. That's what we need. A
That's
Republican Party that's going to stand up to the bullshit that they know is going on. That is obvious to the world, no matter how much you can stand up there and try to juggle shit for him.
But he's doing it systematically. He's doing Project 2025, whether he wants to admit it
we're
or not.
just gonna
Yeah.
stick it to the
So
libtards.
he's attacking everything: law firms, judges, inspectors general,
Indeed.
prosecutors, due
Indeed.
process, freedom of speech, and now
He's-
private
He's
citizens.
hustling law
Yep.
firms to do work for him. Pro bono.
Also,
Yeah.
Because they offered,
education and just
what the hell?
They better know they ain't gonna get paid for it.
Boy, howdy
There
shit.
was
Will you
another-
guys be at the
Oh.
protest on the 20th, the 19th and the 20th?
I
Yeah, there'll be
understand
more.
there's going to be another big protest on the 19th. I understand.
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
19th. I just got a. Oh, you know the significance of the 19th?
No.
It's the anniversary of the Battle of Concord in the
Oh,
Revolution.
really?
Yeah, I just found that out yesterday. Yeah.
Well, there you go. We got a hill to stand on, baby,
We-
and we need to. If you get a chance to go to a protest, go.
Yeah.
I'm
Get
going.
your sign. You're going to meet people there that are going to be like-minded people. You're going to be in good company. People drive by and honk at your shit and all that kind of crap. Hey, let me thank James Tripp, who came in with a $5 donation and said, "Can the military somehow court-martial private bone spurs?"
No,
Now you have me wondering.
I don't.
I wish they could.
He's
I wish they
in
could.
charge
I
of the
swear he wants a
military.
military parade on his birthday. And
Yeah,
I
the only
swear,
military we go.
I swear,
only
I'm still
military-
waiting on him to show up in a military-style uniform, complete with
Oh,
freaking
God.
medals.
Epaulets.
That's
And
that's the only
100
thing missing from what he wants.
Wouldn't faze me.
You know, give himself a medal for saving. I don't know.
He'd probably make himself a 6-star general.
yeah. So,
yeah.
Be above everybody.
Oh yeah.
God, that
Whatever.
reminds me of Jethro in the Beverly Hillbillies. That's how it would be.
That's
Oh, yeah?
exactly what it would
He
be
was-
like too.
Yeah.
Yeah. There
That's
was some.
probably about what it would be like.
Yeah.
We ain't
Yeah,
got much
this is the
farther
last one.
with the guy that's in there now. Headseth. What is his name?
Hegg says.
Headseth. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's not too far from it. He's a clown. Picked him right
Yeah.
off of Fox News. You know, we normally put somebody in charge of the military with experience, with knowledge.
Too
Oh,
late.
who needs that?
Yeah, too late. No. Hey, he was a
You know, I
Marine.
finally-
That's it.
Finally
You know.
figured out who it was that Hegseth reminded me of, and I can imagine him as a little kid as being the problem child. Do you remember that show?
The problem child.
The problem.
Yeah, like George Lopez.
I'm sure he was. He's a problem for somebody. Right now, he's a problem for us.
Problem for us.
You know. But,
Yes,
but
and,
it follows in on the whole game plan. He does not put people in charge of the Department of Defense or Department of anything that know what they're doing because they don't need to know. Donnie will tell them.
Yeah, because they watch
they-
a bunch of. First of all,
They don't-
Pete
they
Hegseth
don't have
is
to do
an
shit.
entertainer.
Sing his
Pete-
praises every time they stick a camera in front of their face. You know?
Yeah,
Oh, the
Pete
Almighty
Hegseth
knows
is
what
a-
he's doing. Really? I think there's a lot of people out here who don't think he knows what he's doing at all.
Yeah, there's a lot of us.
Well, and, you know, at some point he's an extortionist. I mean, that's a
Exactly.
nice way to put it for being a
Well,
mob
that's what he's
boss.
doing
but
to the law firms right now.
extortionist.
Right.
He is. It says
Yes.
4 or 5 law firms right now could soon agree to deals with him. You know, concessions.
Concessions.
If they were smart, they'd run the other way.
Exactly.
Each of them
Fine.
committing
If they had any guts, they'd stand up to his ass. That's what gives him the power, is when people
Yes,
back down
that's
from
true.
his ass. That gives him power. That's, you know,
Just why can't somebody stand up there and just look him in the eye and say no?
Yeah. That would
Find
be
some
good to
huevos.
see.
Good for
find
you.
some, you know,
And wouldn't
that's
that be
what's
fun to
making me
watch?
sick is every time I see a Republican on TV, they spend half of the time of whatever time it is they're speaking about how just wonderful Donnie
Kiss
is.
his butt.
Just
Yes.
yeah. Oh,
Every
they just
time.
load it on there thick, and it's sickening.
And
It's
and
embarrassing.
because of the wonderful assistance of our great president,
Yes,
Bob,
yeah, exactly
you know.
like that. A lot of adjectives in there, and you know, just loading it up, and it just
It's hard
gets
for me to listen to it. I just get aggravated.
I
Yeah,
just,
you
you know,
just want to go punch them, you know?
I don't
I
do
think
more
they're
than
laying their own trap. You know,
My poor husband says to me, Juanita Joe, you know that they can't hear you. The TV people on the TV cannot hear you while I'm raving away,
Yes,
you
they
know.
can. Yes, they can.
Sure.
I
Just
do
keep
it all.
yelling at him.
Works for me.
A lot of side commentary. A lot of, are you shitting me? Really? You know,
Yeah.
that's heard a
And a
lot
lot
around
of
here.
what the heck?
What the? Yeah.
Yeah. What
Well,
now?
after a glitch, I can say now that on Patreon, if you go to if you're a member of Patreon, you can go in there and the first video that Travis did, a bunch of clips of me cussing, uh, probably a little cussing at the end of every one of them, and little bloopers of me trying to get a rant out, and so yeah, he did a good job on it. He's going to do some more. Believe me, we got plenty. I got 8 years of
Good.
bloopers. 8 years of bloopers. So finally
Did
got that done. Huh?
I was going to say, maybe I hope that we didn't already talk about this and my memory, but uh, hearing about the Social Security glitch in their new software that apparently Elon is in charge of putting, that there's a glitch of some kind.
Oh,
Apparently
please.
they did. Apparently they didn't do the testing. Like I don't know whole lot about how the systems are set up, but normally in other businesses there's test runs done that are not actually in the systems before they put them in the system, because it's new software
I don't
and you don't
answer.
want to put something new into a system that's already set up if you don't know it's going to work right. Well,
Yep.
apparently they didn't. I'm waiting to see if I get my Social Security check on time this month.
You know, a lot of us are in that position of hope. Since I started receiving Social Security, I haven't thought about it. I know what day it's coming in. I believe me, I know what day it's
Mine's
in.
been pretty, mine's been pretty
But now
good.
I'm
And
at that, and again, I'm not saying I'm no big. There are people much, much, much higher on this pecking ladder of people that open their mouth, but I'm on a list somewhere, and it does. It's like, oh shit. I just wait every month. You know,
well, now supposedly it's for real. I guess I shouldn't scare anybody, but there's some kind of glitch, and they're supposedly gonna have it fixed. They're gonna wave a magic
yeah.
wand and
Why do I
work it
immediately
all.
think? Uh, uh, why am I thinking? Yeah, what kind of glitch?
Yeah, they weren't specific
Where
from
did
what I
this glitch
read.
come from? Yeah, I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all. He's a wealthy businessman, and he's got lots of contracts with this government and governments around the world. So puts him in a very powerful
He probably
position.
knows enough to shut everybody
Yes.
down.
And then they turn the keys over to him and let him go into the CIA. I still
I
wondering what the
know.
hell is Elon Musk doing at the CIA? What the
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Who's he looking up? Yeah.
Yeah. Think the Trump administration is concerned about security?
I
Doesn't
saw
sound like
something
it.
where Trump had sent something to Bondi about like we need to go after this person. Can't remember who
Oh
it
yeah.
was.
Talk about somebody who has weaponized the DOJ. Oh ho ho.
Sending
All
direct
the shit
note.
they said that
No.
Biden did. Oh, he's really gonna do. Yeah. And he's gonna use that as well. Biden weaponized the DO. No. The DOJ was independent and they went after a crook. Draft dodging line sack of shit. Oh, that'd be you, Donnie. But now, boy, howdy, as witnessed today with or yes or whatever it was, he signed the executive order to have the Department of Justice investigate the guy that wrote the book Anonymous. Remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, wants DOJ to look into treason.
Has he done anything except executive orders?
I don't
Do
think
what
so.
now?
Has he done anything other than, sign executive orders?
Play golf. He won the tournament. Did you not hear? He won
Oh
the fucking tournament.
my. Oh,
Oh
wonderful.
shit, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Of course, nobody's gonna let him lose.
Yeah. It's
See,
just
I've
pitiful.
always been, I don't like kissing butt, and I won't kiss butt. And so I get so sick of hearing all these simpering idiots. Oh, it just aggravates me.
He thinks he can just bully the world. He came in, started kicking everybody. It's the same thing he did last time. Kicking everybody in the shins, pissing everybody off. Adina, wait a minute, hold on. Evidently, it's Adina's birthday. So happy
Oh, happy
birthday
birthday.
to you. Happy birthday to
Happy
you.
birthday to
Happy
you.
birthday, dear Adina. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
And many more. I was reading what Cam Research is on top of this shit. Australia buys submarines, F-35, and pharmaceuticals that don't get the 10% GST and charges zero tariffs on the United States. Australia doesn't need to import live beef, especially not with H5N1. Oh no, we got beef that's fucked up again.
Oh God.
Anyway. Oh, James Tripp just came in with $5 to say, I saw your Patreon video today, John. It's not Tuesday. It's not Tuesday. Very funny. You don't know how many videos, bloopers I've got saying, hey, how y'all doing? It's Tuesday. No, it's not. It's fucking Thursday. Or shit. It's really bad when you remember that after you've got like a minute or two, because I think all these are pretty short. He hasn't put any of the, I've got some outtakes that I'm talking for a minute, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and then just screw it all up. Just screw it all up. There you go. Sounded good right up to that point when I screwed up. So anyway,
Hey, you're
James,
human.
thank you. And thank you for being a Patreon member, brother. I appreciate that tremendously. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
No. Oh, shit. What'd I do?
So are they dropping Medicaid completely? Is
I don't think
Medicaid
we know yet.
disappear or what? What's their
Oh, I
plan?
It's in a plan. Yeah. I'm sure it
Well,
is. I'm sure it is. Anytime we're the only damn major country in the world that doesn't guarantee health care for their citizens. That sums it up right there when you talk about,
Yeah.
health care. They don't give a shit. If you got money, if you got insurance, hey, good luck, baby. Yeah, insurance might deny your ass. They can only spend so much money on your ass. They got to make a profit. Oh, there's that word. There you go. Well, it's the insurance company in basic. You buy a policy, they got to make money. Hey, mom, you get sick in an accident or some shit or, some illness, they're looking to cut your ass. You'd be a drain on their system. They don't want that. That's not good business. And there's the problem. It's a business. And it should not be. Healthcare should not be a business. It should be a profession. Calling. Could be a lot of things. But when you're talking about people's lives, their health care, their
if they
well-being.
cut it completely, Dan will be out on the street.
Yeah.
Because Medicaid's the only reason he's got a place to live right now.
Oh, Jesus.
Well,
It's a rough world,
it tells a lot about a country, how they treat their citizens. Thanks, and Medicaid and health care is a prime, example of that.
It does. And we're not that high on the list, baby.
No,
We got freedom and democracy. Well, wait a minute. Well, yeah. Some
Not
democracy
really.
left, I think. Yeah, freedom. What was that Janis Joplin said? Freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose.
Nothing left to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's
Well,
her.
it's sadly very true.
Shit, I tell you what, I can't see a homeless person on the street nowadays without thinking, oh shit, what would I do?
I might be there with them.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is, used to not be so forefront in my mind as it is nowadays. That's,
Well, you know what
it
I'm
sinks
confused
slower.
about?
Huh, what?
I'm confused about, it seems like they're doing the best to make the lower, income folks lose their homes, lose their health, whatever, which creates a bigger homeless problem. And now there's a lot of cities that are instituting laws that being homeless is in itself a crime.
A crime.
What
Trying
do
to
you
make it.
expect us to? What do you expect us to do? We can't afford crap.
That's what I'm saying. And they're making it worse and then making homelessness being a crime. That's crazy. What are
8
people
years
supposed
ago,
to do?
I've used this comment over and over and over. They want a workforce that is poor, hungry, and needing
So they
a
can
job.
shit on them more?
Yes, yes. Right to work, shit like that.
Yeah, you
They
got a
want
right
you
to
poor,
work, all
hungry,
right.
and needing that job. They don't want you in a position where you could just walk off that job and go somewhere else, find a better job. No. They want you scared to
with the
lose
new
the job you got, if you got one at all.
So we replaced the migrant workers.
Yeah, with kids in Florida. Yeah, not a problem. School night, suck it
Oh,
up, buddy. Get your ass out there and pick something, and then get your ass to school. You'll sleep sometime.
that's the most ridiculous.
Yeah. Yes.
Nothing
The mere
amazes
fact
me
that they
anymore.
try to ignore the fact that we rely so heavily on migrant work is just, it's pitiful. We
Yes.
turn a blind eye to it. Case in
We're going to
point,
have a rude
look for a
awakening.
biggest bust, and you'll see it. It's usually at some meat packing plant where the
Oh,
conditions
yeah.
suck and the pay sucks. And no American's going to go in there. Joe Blow's not going to go in there and get a job. But Juan,
Well-
Juan from Mexico, yeah, he needs that job. He's poor, he's hungry, and what little money he's making, he's probably sending back home.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's big. A lot of people don't like that the money is not, they're making money, but they're not spending it, here. Well,
Well, the
Well-
problem is they think they're making money, but they're all spending it on drugs and beer or whatever like that. No,
Right.
around here you can go to Walmart or HEB or anywhere. No,
Right.
and see people right there sending money back to Mexico.
oh, yeah. That's the
that's-
reason
that's-
they came here was to,
That's
because
taking
they
care
can
of their
make more
family.
money here.
That's what anybody would be expected to do, and they're doing it. They're not the evil people that they're made out to be.
Yeah, they're just
are
trying to
there
give
are
their
there
family
gang
a
members?
decent
Yeah,
life.
there's all sorts of gang members. They're not all Mexican. Guess what?
Yeah.
Oh,
We have some homegrown ones.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
Oh,
definitely.
John, Mexico emptied out the asylums and the prisons.
All the
Remember,
prisons,
our
yeah,
dear leader
every one of
told
them.
us that.
Yep, that's where they all came from. Every one of them came from a psych ward, a prison, some kind of mental institution. That's the
They shipped
song
them
they
off.
sing. That's because they demonize them. A whole
But
population.
some people believe this bullshit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
the
sad
ones that
part.
are
The
bigoted
sad
assholes
part.
who hate somebody, who have a need to
Yeah.
hate somebody. And
Yeah.
that's what Donnie sells. Hate. The immigrants.
Yes, you're
fuck
right.
that. Fuck that. Give us your tired, poor, huddled masses. Yeah, no, we don't want that no more. France is even thinking about taking the damn thing back because we don't
Yeah,
live
I
up
think
to
that's
that
kind of
anymore.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's a laughing stock.
Exactly.
If I'm China, I'm not taking it. I'm not backing down. Even though it's going to make us poor, but I'm not backing down. If I'm China.
Nope. And like I say, he's waiting on a phone call that ain't going to come, or he's going to make up freaking, he heard from somebody
That's
else,
why.
it'll be some bullshit. Hey, let me
He
thank
does that
John
all the
Cass.
time.
Let me thank John Cass, who came in with a $10 donation and said they want us all broke and stupid. Yeah,
Oh, we ain't
you
stupid.
know,
We
yeah, it is because how many graduate students working at McDonald's or a fast
Oh,
food
hold
restaurant?
on.
Yeah, that's happening. But now solid labor, when you put your back into, yeah, that's available. That's available. There's plenty of construction
yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
When Biden was in office, things were a whole lot better. It was a whole
Biden
lot
did
better.
Biden did a whole lot better. A whole lot better. As a matter of fact, this administration was handed an economy that was on the rise. That was getting better. Things were getting better. And all of a sudden
They're
things
not
tanked.
now.
And it's only been 3 months. How long's it been?
I know, that's scary.
That's the scary part. All of this bullshit, everything that you've heard, all of the crap that we've gone through, it's only been in less than 3 months.
Yeah, and RFK is going to solve what causes autism by September. Did you know that?
Oh,
Oh,
I
yes.
did not
Can
know
you pull
that.
that out of the
Oh, well, there you go. Cure for
Even though they
autism.
pulled all the funding to all the institutions, but
Yeah,
what the heck?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in research,
Take your vitamin A to cure them measles.
We don't need no research. We'll just, use some weird herbal
Yeah.
something.
Who needs research? They know everything.
Case
Vitamin
in
A.
point,
Yeah, that's it.
A guy with
anybody
a
thinks that man should be in charge of Health and Human Services.
Yeah,
Anybody.
that's
It's
No.
laughable, but it's
It
not
is.
really
It's an
funny,
embarrassment. It's worse than laughable. It's an embarrassment. Nobody takes his ass seriously. And you got to question everything that comes out of his freaking mouth.
And meanwhile, we're
also today to give them 5
in
minutes.
general. They're
What's that?
saying boys will be boys in the White House when they're talking about Elon and Navarro feuding. And
Yeah,
really?
boys will be boys. That's what she said. Boys
What we
will
want
be
in the White
boys.
House is boys. We want boys taking care of the country. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we should have a calendar marking off the days, see how long it's going to take before Elon is out. Just totally out.
Well,
Yeah, I
I
was
think
told
he
today.
signed on for a certain amount of time anyways.
Well, that's true. That's true. He could only be a special government employee for so long. After that deadline, he would have to disclose certain information, and he don't
Right.
want to do that.
Either leave early or he can just wait it out till then. I
He'll
guess.
leave early. He'll leave early. He don't want to have to be put in a position to having to disclose some of his
He doesn't like to be-
financial dealings.
Yeah.
Well, it was probably very helpful for him to be allowed access to all this information.
Oh, Lord.
He saw, all the information on his competitors and anything you have to talk about.
Any way he could
see-
benefit.
Exactly.
Yeah, from information is power, baby. Information is money. So
And how
yeah,
is that not a conflict of interest? I don't, hello.
I think it's just a payoff to Elon Musk that Elon helped him get elected.
For all that money. Yeah.
Yeah, for all that money, and just come in, knock yourself out, do whatever you want, steal whatever information you want. I know you'll do good with it. For him, he'll be an oligarch, which is where we're going. Like I said, everybody he's put in charge of anything has no business being there. The
I guess
best
I'm
I
glad
could
I
say
was
about
born when I
him
was.
is Marco Rubio, and every time I turn around, that man is disappointing my ass with
Yeah, me
everything he
too.
sucks up. Yeah. I thought, well, okay, he's a Republican, but at least he's, been around the block a few times. Yeah. Bravo sourced himself in another name. Right? Yeah, Scott Briggs, RFK is giving me anxiety. It's not curing it either. No.
yeah.
This whole cabinet, that Secretary of Treasury, boy, that guy, he doesn't know what's going on at all with the tariffs. You'd think he'd be the number one guy. Am I thinking of the right title? You know who I'm talking about?
The guy
Yeah.
who's giving him all the executive orders to sign.
He's
Talking about
been the
No.
that.
talking head that's been
Told
coming out
today
talking
that
about.
we need to give him five
I think
minutes
I think it's Treasury.
to get things going because he he's got a plan and he's gonna make things better. We need to give him a chance to
Yeah,
make
he
it
knows
work.
what he's doing, and
Oh.
Yeah,
we all know what he's gonna his goal is and his direction
yeah.
and where he's gonna, and it's all gonna be better. We just have to get through this what is this? Oh, I'm sorry, I
No,
forgot
we,
the fucking name of the show.
Hey,
Oh, I'm
that's
sorry,
what
transition problems. That's what we got to get through. Transition problems, where your wallet transitions to empty. That's where the transition's going to come in. But like I
That's
said,
that's
there's
a good
people
one.
making money. You bet your ass. There's people making big money on yesterday. Big money. Millions was made.
Yeah, the ones that
In a
already got
day.
the
In a
billions
day.
and
Think of
millions.
that. Just in a day. And then sell it off.
yep.
I'm telling you.
Hey,
Star's right. This country is in big trouble. We are in big trouble.
Yes,
Yeah.
we
And
are.
the only hope on the horizon, believe it or not, is us. We are the solution. We are the answer. These protests, they have to get bigger, and they have to
yeah.
be louder. But we still looking for that person that's going to rise to lead this party. Somebody with enthusiasm, somebody that's got a message, a plan. That's what we need.
Yep.
And until we find it, it's up to us. That's the only
Yep.
recourse that we have is our voice and our vote. And they're trying to take both
Well,
of them away, baby.
I just gonna say, you never know. We might not have that vote very much
Yeah,
longer.
yeah.
That bothers me.
It should.
oh yeah.
It should with this shit because the election, voting, uh, uh, fraudulent voting. I think I can't quote the numbers. It was 0.00000 something 1.
Right, it was real low.
Yeah, to one or two freaking people. And as a matter of fact, if I remember correctly, because I ran it about it, that was turned out to be Republicans who cheated.
It was.
Yeah,
It was.
it was. It was some Republicans trying to stuff ballots and shit. I remember
Oh yeah.
ranting about it. Yeah. Yep, there you go, Carl Vogel. So he crashed the market to drain 25% out of 401ks to make $330 billion for the top 1%. I got that right? I believe you do, Carl, because that's what happened. Your 401 took a damn big hit, and some rich people made some damn good money overnight.
And they're going to
Like-
make more when they get their tax cut.
Yes, yes. Boy, how to shit.
Oh my God. I was in a TikTok live the other day, and this guy, he's a black man, and I'm like I'm hearing him what he has to say. He's like, this guy's the greatest president of all time. He's doing
my
this.
God.
He's doing this. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh my
Oh.
God. Do you really hate yourself that much?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
mind you, they didn't drink the Kool-Aid. They didn't drink the Kool-Aid. They don't believe in what they're saying. Nobody would talk about somebody else in the exaggerated way that they do. Nobody does that. Unless you're really trying to suck up, which is exactly what they're trying to do.
do exactly.
Because, the only thing I can think of is he's got dirt on everybody. Hello, Bill, and welcome to the room.
Hey, how are you doing, John?
I'm doing all right, bub. How's your day going?
Oh, it
Outstanding,
went. It's a
Michael.
crappy day, but it went.
Yeah, you wouldn't know you had a good day if there weren't crappy days.
Well, the weather. Hey,
I'm
all I
trying
wanted
to,
to do was
you know what I
rain
did
and be
today?
cool.
How much of a crap I spent my whole day cleaning the bathroom.
Oh,
Oh,
So I went to the
boy.
bathroom and I was looking in there thinking, damn, my wife would have
Good
shot
exercise.
if see that bathroom in that kind of conditions. I spent the whole damn day scrubbing everything. My
Wow.
bathroom's clean as shit right now. I'm thinking about doing the
You
rest
can
of the
come
house
to
like that too.
mine.
She'd probably
I
appreciate
was
it.
just gonna say.
Oh, it's been terrible. I you know, to tell the truth, it's difficult being here at the house. I don't want to be here, uh, and I do want to be here.
It's
You know,
just not the
it's that
same,
kind of
is
thing.
it?
Yeah, no, it's not the same. And everywhere I look, there she is. And
Yeah.
but again, it's a double-edged sword. It kills me, but I find solace in it. So
Yeah, it's
there
confusing,
are a
isn't
lot of
it?
people that go through the same damn thing, and I've talked to many of them that carry that same burden. You know,
Yeah.
don't know what the fuck to
That's
do
why
with
I had
yourself.
confused feeling in my house. I had good memories of it, but it also had terrible.
But I know she'd be happy with the bathroom. That's what I take my wherever I can get them, baby. She would be happy.
Yeah.
She would have walked in there and go, well, that's better. That's
She'd be putting you right back on the straight and narrow, John.
no. And she'd say, what are you going to do about that kitchen? That's what she'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
It's I don't know.
Oh man,
We all
gotta pick on you a little bit.
huh?
I said I gotta pick on you a little bit.
Well, that's what your job here, Bill. That's your job. Come here and pick on me.
Oh,
Boy, howdy.
man, oh man.
Yep.
Well, somebody's got to help it out a little bit. No, I know. It sucks, John. I know it does. But hey, we got to look on the light side a little bit.
Yeah.
Well,
You know.
you know, every day. You know, it's my tagline. I always say, try to put a smile on your face and give that shit away. I believe in that.
Some
It's
days
gotten
you
me through
can't
a lot
do
of
that.
shit. Well, sometimes even when your heart's broken, you know,
You bet.
Yep.
you can find something to smile about, even if it's just a memory. So
I'm sure you got a lot of good
anyway,
ones.
I do. I
Hey,
do. 48 years. You got. There was some in there. Yeah. Anyway,
we can always pick on Chick.
I wouldn't do that.
I think.
She's got
It's
power.
Not
37.
advisable.
No, it's not advisable. She's
No.
Are you
not only
talking
got
about
power,
me?
she's got knowledge.
I know
Hey,
how to
maybe
do
we
things.
don't.
She knows how to do things exactly. Anyway, boy, howdy shit. It is our game, baby. And to play it, you just got to be involved. And that's where it
Yeah,
comes in.
that's
Do
it.
two for blue, baby. This is going to be a long, hard road. But we have to
Yeah.
keep our voice out there. Keep yourself informed about what's going on. You know, every day it's in the news. Today they were talking about the women's right to vote because of the
Save Act.
the Save Act, where you got to have you know, your birth certificate got to match your driver's license or whatever other form of ID, and maybe you got married, maybe you changed your name.
Yeah, I changed my name totally when I got married.
Yeah.
So my first name's even different.
And
So
yeah,
another version of voter suppression.
you have to get a copy of your divorce papers. That's what I had to do. Because the divorce papers normally will show, I mean, if you ask for it,
I would imagine
divorce,
there's a lot
and
of
I did.
situations that comes into play.
Yep.
Some people would probably have to have a 5-inch stack of papers because divorce papers,
Exactly.
name change papers, back
Yeah,
again
there
over
you
there
go.
and around there. Yeah.
I'd be one of those people that needs to get paperwork for name changes and divorces. I've been divorced twice.
Right.
Oh, well, you got problems. You got
Once in enough
you
here.
got problems. Look at here.
See,
We don't know
Morgan.
what name you are. Aliases? Are these aliases, ma'am?
Oh, yeah.
Well, like I said, the first
You've
name
been
is
committed
different.
of a
I changed
crime?
my
You've
first
been
name.
convicted of a crime?
First name and last name. I legally did it in California. because you can just change it and use it for 6 months, as long as you're not trying to, run from the law. Then it's good. But I don't have a piece of paperwork. This is okay. You're legally this now.
He doesn't run from the law. He just stays one step ahead of
So,
it with appeals, with lawsuits, with some kind of bullshit. Anything he can do, and that's what we watched for 4 years. We watched him
Yep.
delay justice
Mhm.
until it went away. So
John,
he's batting 1,000
yeah,
when it comes
he
to that
hasn't
shit.
really even
And
gotten
at
yet.
some point, yeah.
somebody's got some background.
What's that?
Somebody's got some background noise.
I think it
I
might
think
be.
that's
too.
Nick, I hear a TV or something in the background.
Somebody watching TV in the background, trying to stay up on the news, I'm sure.
it's not me. My TV's on hold.
So they, Apple, they being Apple, they are airlifting 1.6 million iPhones over
Wow.
from China before the tariffs go into effect.
Really?
Yeah.
An
Oh.
emergency evacuation for iPhones to get them
Yeah.
across
That's
the
funny.
border, get them into the United
They
States
said it
before
was
the
like
tariff takes.
600 tons or something like that in weight. 600
Get
tons.
yours now.
Yeah.
If
That
we
might
don't
go
stop
longer
there,
than
Tariff amounts.
it's a global economy now. It's a global market. Damn near, damn near everything we get from China. They're our biggest trading partner, and Mexico's right behind them. They're the biggest trading partner at all. We don't have the capacity, or the manufacturing capacity to build half the shit in this country that we buy. And if we did, it would cost you out the wazoo.
But wasn't that
Yeah.
encouraged back during the Reagan years that these businesses took all of their production elsewhere because
That's
it was
yes.
cheap and whatever?
Seems
Yeah.
to be a common
Or
thing.
they were union busting and doing all sorts of things. And well, it got comfortable over there because, hey, it's real cheap.
Yeah.
And now they want them to move
And
back.
we benefit from that tremendously.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah,
At
to what
some
end?
point, China, with this bullshit tariff shit going back and forth, China could just start cutting off shit to us. Period. Just
Yeah.
don't, we
Oh,
just
you
won't
bet.
ship you anything. How's that?
Well,
Yeah,
they aren't
'cause,
taking your Social Security yet. I got my check.
Well, there you go. See, it's like
I just
I think
checked
we're
on
all
it.
like that now. If you're on Social Security, we're all thinking that. Did it come? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whew. We shouldn't have to think that way.
It's exactly
But
what
all
I
of a sudden
said.
we are.
I know. Well, you're good for the month.
Yep.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
I can have food this
Because
month.
that's all.
Yay.
That's all that keeps this house in my name. Is that check? So if it don't come, my butt starts puckering real quick. So, and I'm sure a lot of people are in the same boat.
We are.
I don't know
We are,
anybody that's
yep.
got big bucks laying around. Most of us are strapped pretty tight.
I was fortunate to sell my house because they were starting foreclosure on it.
Oh,
There you
and
go.
So you were able to sell it.
So I was able to sell it before they did anything.
That's
Good.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it's
wouldn't
not
have-
good. It's
No.
not good that you
I
know.
know what you meant.
No.
Yeah.
Could have been a lot worse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've been fighting this damn shit since who was the big lending corporation that got in so much damn big trouble long time ago.
Oh damn it! I can't.
What's his
Yeah.
name? Damn it.
See how quickly we forget.
It ought to be embedded in my mind. But they've sold my mortgage several times now. I've got shit now. I'm in some other company that, yeah, it was Countrywide. Remember them? Countrywide. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Whatever
I
happened to
got
them?
Wells Fargo.
Oh, yeah, they made a boatload of money and then disappeared. Yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't it be nice if we could make that kind of money?
Yeah, right.
Therein lies the problem. It takes money to make money. You know, in today's world,
Yeah, but
in some form.
that joke ripping us off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greed is a problem in this country.
Yes, it is. It is. And but that not everybody with money is like that. Thank
No,
goodness, because
no.
we have benefactors in this country that Bill Gates can be pointed to at any time, who's used his wealth to benefit society and the world.
He's been flip floppy.
So it's just
It's John.
I don't know. I think about it when I go down here to the bayfront and I look at some of the yachts down here at the T heads down there and think, who the fuck owns that?
Oh boy.
Oh, yesterday I had to go pick up my son at work, and today he just took the car because I didn't want to go. But I went to go pick him. I'm sitting there, and this dude rolls up in a 4x4, a dually, a 4x4 dually, jacked up. He's got a golf cart in the back of the truck. Nice golf cart, by the way. And towing a freaking boat that you would not believe. And I mean, this truck had I'm sitting there watching them as they're putting gas in this thing, and they're buying shit in the store and whatnot, getting ready to go out and do whatever they're going to do, I guess. But just sitting there looking between that truck and that boat, hell, just throwing the golf cart for freaking nothing. And
You thinking how much money was there?
yes.
Yeah.
How much money am I looking at right there? Jeez. Because that was no little boat, and it was a powerful inboard,
You're
outboard.
probably looking at a huge amount of debt sitting right there.
Oh, well,
That's
They're,
green.
Oh, many of it.
I don't know. Down here, we are an oil-based economy. And if you're positioned well in the oil field, yeah, you're making bucks. You're making some bucks. You're making money.
That's like there's a guy that's at a boat that has a yacht. He's right off the coast of Hawaii. I can't remember his name, but he served in the military.
Don't know.
Headseth?
Or wait,
He's working on getting a yacht. He's deputy defense. Yeah, he's going to end up with a yacht. Hey, let me thank Irene Marconi, who came in with a $10 donation and said, rushed home to see your uplifting show. Thank you for all your hard work. My uplifting show. Well, that.
Yay.
I'm uplifting someone. It's all a facade, baby. Yeah.
I just
You ain't figured out what it is.
This is
that
part.
you're
This is
uplifting
part of
yet,
that. Put a
John.
smile on your face and give that shit away. You should see me 5 minutes before I turn on this camera. What are you going to talk about?
yeah?
What's the title of the show, Don? I don't know. I don't know what the fucking title is. I look over at the headline and say, oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. Transition problems. That's it's no, it's
we're getting too
You
old.
know,
That's the thing is we're getting too old and we don't care no more.
well,
I
there
still
you go.
care. I just
Well, basically, that's how come I opened my mouth in the first place. Well, so you get to you think shit all your life. Keep your opinion to yourself usually, and just go on with your shit.
right.
And
you know,
you get to a certain age, you say, well,
John-
shit, fuck that. You don't speak up now. When the hell are you going to do it? Besides that, grow a long enough beard and shit, they'll just hold the door for you.
Yeah.
Poor old soul.
Oh.
Hey, let me
I got a
thank
beard, too.
John Cass, who came in with $2 and said, play the song for Trump and selling. There you go.
I just need you
Here we
to
go.
shut
Just
the
to
fuck
cheer up our
Nobody
audience.
asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Just shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Bow, bow. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck
See, that'll
up.
put a smile on your face and make you
Shut the fuck
shuffle
up.
your
Bow,
heels a
bow.
little bit.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow.
And just think of how many people you want to sing that song to. I bet you meet people every day. I bet there's people right now listening to me thinking, hey, that guy should shut the fuck up. So,
Hey, should I put that on my sign for the next protest I go to?
there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
We just need you to shut the fuck up, Donnie. Yeah, I got to come up with another sign. My sign is, the one I've been carrying is, you elect a clown, expect a circus. I need something else. I need
Not
something.
my circus, not my monkeys.
Yeah, I like that one. The monkey one best.
People get
What do
creative.
you want? Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, because it comes out. Their passion comes out in their signs. As a matter of fact,
Yep.
as a matter of fact, we got a minute. We'll just do that. How y'all doing, baby? It's a beautiful day down here in South Texas.
I
The
saw
sun is
some
out,
strange signs
and there are
at that
people on the
Montgomery
streets, baby.
protest.
And I'm just tickled
One
to death to
woman
be
who
here.
was talking
There's
about,
two things we have left in
women's
this
rights.
freaking country:
Anyhow,
your
the
voice
sign-
and your vote.
She was
And I
cute and said, "Hands off."
highly suggest you
Michael
use
J.
both of them liberally every time you get a chance. Protests
I
are
was-
going all
I mean,
across this country,
I
and there's
thought
a
it
lot
was
of support
funny,
being
but
shown here in Corpus
I have a
Christi
weird sense
and
of
across our
humor.
nation, baby.
I couldn't
This
believe it was
fight is
actually
worth
on
fighting,
sign, you know what I
and it's
mean?
one that we have to be in. This is not by choice, but by necessity. Anyway,
There's
I
no
encourage you to
misunderstanding
use
that
your
one.
voice to participate
Well,
in
you
any
know, when you
protest,
think about
any
it,
activities
remember the
that
first
show your
campaign,
support
right at
for
the-
this country.
Before the election,
And in the meantime,
he got
y'all have
in
a great
trouble
day,
because of
and we'll see
stuff
you
that
all
was
tomorrow
recorded
night.
that I guess no
Y'all
one
take
was
it easy.
supposed to hear.
Bye.
And he still was talking about how he could get kisses from women, and then he said, "You just grab them by the, you know."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought, boy, that just went together with that sign.
Who could
Exactly.
forget?
Yeah.
Hey.
It makes you feel good to go to a protest. You walk away feeling good.
Oh yeah, it did for
You do.
me. It did for
Yeah.
me. It made me angry at myself that I hadn't done it before.
I get angry at myself all the time for not being more involved than I am. I run my mouth all the
Me
time,
too.
and there's more shit I could be doing. And I do. I intend to. Yeah, I need shit to keep me busy. So
Yeah, well, I think there's a lot of us that care and have maybe some good ideas, a lot of crap, but we just don't have just quite enough, whatever it is, to speak out at the right places. You know, we can sit at home like I do and yell at the TV, but it doesn't really help anything. So I just decided that I was going to try to get more proactive in the community here, because I'm in deep red down here. But there may be some other people hiding out, some other Democrats in the wood piles. But somebody's got to go find them.
You better get a sign up and advertise.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Dan?
I actually
Dan, I got a
during
problem.
election times, I didn't want to put a yard sign out there because I was afraid it'd get shot.
Okay, that's weird. And
Well, it just
Dan's messed me up.
What?
Dan's got me looking.
No, remember, he did this before.
I know we
It's
did.
in one
We've
of
been through this before, haven't we?
Right. You're
Yeah.
holding
Yeah.
up a
My mind
sign on your two for blue, I think it is. Is that the right one? That you hold up the Einstein quote?
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll tell you guys. a
No,
little
yes.
story.
Oh, wait. No, I see it. I see
I don't know
it.
which graph
Dan,
it
hold
is.
on. Look at this shit, man. Make me earn that $5, baby. Here we go. He said, oh, well, Lord, no. Okay. The world will not be okay, yes. The world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything.
Anything.
And forgive me for forgetting that. The world won't be destroyed by those that do evil, but by those that see it and don't stand up, don't do it, don't stop it. And we've seen it in history. Big time. Big time.
Yeah.
We can't let that happen again.
You bet.
It's
Hey, you want to hear a little story, John?
what story?
Oh boy.
Well, my brother up in town there, he had a guy painting swastikas on the street not on the trees across the street.
Oh my God.
Well, okay, that's fine and dandy. He went and wrapped it, and he got the buzz box out and strung it out, and about 11:30 midnight, he heard all kinds of screams coming off that tree. Then his wife says, "Well, what's going on?" He says, "Never mind." He says, "I'll take care of it." He never had no trouble since. That old boy got an enlightening sensation.
Took care of that problem.
Definitely.
Anyway.
You ever get hung by a buzz box? You'll know it.
You'll know it, huh?
Oh yeah, you definitely. I
Outstanding.
hooked up
Scott
an
Briggs
engine
must
one
have signed
time.
4,000 petitions in the last 6 years or more. Good for you, Scott.
That's good.
Good. And that's a good place to start. You could go online. There's several, well, for one, that usa.gov/elected officials, that's how you can get, you click on that, you go to that website that will give you the phone number, the name, the address, everything of every individual in your, you put in your zip code, and from the president right down to your local government.
Go
So
to
you can
Five
write
Calls.
letters and contact anybody in that list.
Five
And
Calls
it-
has a whole list of things that you can automatically send to your 5 representatives.
Indeed. I should have more of those little things because there's so many.
And my computer's not cooperating tonight. I can't post it right now. But
Oh, we can hook them up to a buzz box and might get some action.
Anyway, I
Yeah.
guess we will start to wrap it up for the evening. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Because indeed, yeah, it was more of a ladies' night tonight, sort of.
Mm.
it was a low
Well-
key night tonight, I think. We're just all exhausted.
I know it. I think everybody's exhausted. But wait, there's more.
Come on, don't
But
remind
wait,
us,
there's
John.
more. Just wait till tomorrow
Please
morning.
don't.
I think
Oh,
we're all
God, it's-
right now. We're all paying attention to the market, even if you don't have money in the market. It's
Yeah.
kind of an indication of how the day is going to go. Well, shit, look at there. You know,
That's why. I mean, honestly, I just bought me some weed, but it's not. I'm going to need some more because I can't deal with these Republicans. I can't. I don't know how much longer I can take.
oh, look at that.
Yeah, it is a bunch of baloney.
I
really.
called out his name, but that'd be fuck off, you little asshole. What you got? Nothing to do? Ain't you got a
He's
fucking
gone.
meeting to go to? A Trump worshiping shit to go to, buddy? Come on,
Yeah,
man.
I've already booted him,
You
John.
in here
don't worry.
listening to this shit? You should be out there
Really?
sucking up to Donnie somehow. Go out there. Fuck with
Are
that
you
shit.
kidding me?
Ah, they got nothing else to do. Got no life, so you know.
Go eat
It's
some
like
chicken.
Oh my.
Huh?
Oh, Lord.
yeah.
Anyway, I guess we'll wrap it up for the evening. Bill,
Yeah.
thank you for coming by, brother. We appreciate it.
No problem, John. Hey, I just have to have a little fun once in a while.
Hey, that's it. You know, every day should have a little bit of fun in it. Every day should be put a smile
Yeah,
on your
but
face somehow.
Ain't looking so cherry for a ways out yet.
Yeah, it'll get better. That's the whole thing. It'll get better. It'll get better.
We
Keep
hope
telling
so.
yourself. Anyway, Bill, take care of yourself.
Thank you, John.
You
You
bet.
betcha.
And there you go. Foxwolf,
Yep.
thank you for coming in, brother. Appreciate it.
I'm always here.
All right, man. There you go. Take care of yourself.
You too.
And Juanita,
Yes.
thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Always here, always fun.
yeah. I enjoy the conversation, dear. Thank you very much.
All right. See you
And
next time.
we'll be here. We'll be here.
See you
And
Sunday,
Mr. Chick,
maybe.
Already me?
already you. We
Already
had a
me?
short room tonight.
Yeah, I guess. Or did Ardessa slide out? Did I miss that? Or did you say goodnight to Ardessa?
You know, you're right.
I think she must
How
have
did she?
slid out.
I did not see that she fell out. Let's see if we get
Yeah.
her back up here. Ardessa. Well,
Yeah, she's got
might
the light
have,
on.
she might have other duties as assigned going
She
on,
might.
so we
There
don't
might
know.
be something else going on.
Yeah. Ardessa, thank you for coming in, darling. We appreciate it tremendously. And Miss Chick.
And John,
Oh, Lord.
I apologize for just not being in the game tonight because I'm exhausted. It's been a long week or two up in Michigan, and they're still working on recovering people's power in some places. They have replaced approximately, did I see it, was it like 1,400 utility poles? And
Oh,
Wow.
over 300, what do you call this other thing? On the smaller thing on the
It-
pole.
Living without power, it is. That's rough, especially for an
Right.
extended period of time.
And we
You know,
still
when-
have approximately, I think all told, it's about 1,200, maybe a little more than 1,200 workers that are up here doing all that. Plus, we have the National Guard is still in, and the National Guard has been wonderful. You can call 211 and tell them what your problem is. A lot of people were having problems because they physically can't remove trees from their driveway or
Right.
off their house or something, and these guys will show up and they will do that within an hour. Zoom. Okay,
Boy,
anything
howdy
else?
shit.
No? Yeah, yeah, boy, howdy shit.
Yeah,
And
that's pretty damn good.
yeah, everyone's really thankful for them, and there's all sorts of lovely things going on. And they're over on the island. They went over to Beaver Island. When I say the island, I meant Beaver Island. And they're working on
Yeah, you say
restoring
the
them over
island
there.
here, it means a different thing.
Well, we have two islands, but Mackinac Island's a different situation. I don't know what's going on there with their power. Maybe they're not out as much or something. But I think there's
Oh.
more people that live on
There's a
Beaver
lot of
Island.
people, living through devastation right now.
Yeah.
Floods, storms that
Floods
have gone through,
in
tornadoes that have
Kentucky,
gone through.
Just, yeah. And
It's
we know it's going to be a fire season situation and all that.
yeah. What do we need FEMA for? Yeah,
Mhm.
shit,
Well, we
shit like
haven't
that.
needed them yet, but there's that.
Well, Donnie wants to do away with FEMA.
He does. He does.
Yes, he does.
He
Because
does. He wants to do
you
away
should
with
have
us.
money in the bank instead of a house. Your house got blown away. You should have money in the bank to buy a new one. Just
Yeah.
like yeah,
You should have 401k.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or play the market. You should play the market.
Yeah.
Make millions.
IT money.
Yeah.
Let them drain your wallet.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they're doing, baby. That's what they're
Mm.
doing. Anyway, you got anybody
Anyway,
you want
we
to call
have
out tonight?
lovely people on Facebook share this shit, John.
And we appreciate the shit out of the shit shares.
We do, and I'm seeing
We
a whole
do.
lot of new people sharing shit, which is really great.
Outstanding.
See all the new names. So we had people like Greg S. from Alberta, Canada, Jane
Outstanding.
T. from Illinois, Kenneth L. from Texas, Mark R. from California, Marlene S. from Florida, Starlene N. from Florida, and Janalee P. from Minnesota all shared this shit
All
the
the
other
shit.
day.
They're all shit shares.
We're
They're all
sharing.
shit shares, and we appreciate the shit out of them. And
Yep.
you can be one too. You can be one too. Just like, share, subscribe down there, little buttons down there. But yeah,
Maybe we should give a golden shovel award for the best shit sharer or something. I don't know.
Oh, ho, ho.
That's an idea. A Golden Shovel Award for the best shit share. Who shared it all? Do we have access to that kind of information? Who shares it the
Uh,
most?
oh,
I'd
I
have to ask my son. I
oh,
doubt it though.
I'd have to
Anyway,
ask.
every one of you are winners in the shit sharing contest because we appreciate the shit out of it, and that's how this family grows. And yeah,
Are you
that's the way it
tired
all
of winning
happens.
yet?
Are we tired of winning? I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow will be the big winning day. You know, it's all gonna go good tomorrow. Yeah. Anyway, hold on to your hats for tomorrow, baby, because yeah, that's the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning. Get my coffee and I go to. Well, I have to wait for the market to open because I'm usually up earlier. But you know, futures, you can look at them and get a good idea of where it's gonna head. Anyway, pay attention to what's going on. And if you have an opportunity to use your voice, use it. Attend a rally, sign a petition, talk to a friend. Do whatever it takes to be in this game. Because everything's on the line, baby. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for being here. And again, tomorrow, try to put a smile on your face. It's going to be Beer and Bud Friday, so there's reason already. And I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Mr. Chick, y'all say goodnight.
Good night.
Yeah,
Good night.
Good night, everybody. We will see you again on Sunday. Until then, just take care of yourself. Get through a night.